It is certainly good to say, I love you. I would even go so far as to say that it is very emotional. But if romance were a 30-story tower, I would say, without hesitation, that it is on the ground floor. Unfortunately, almost everyone ignores the true words and expressions. Those are the last 3 floors, which make women melt into tears of love and cause strokes in men when their spouses say them. So powerful they are. That is why in this video, we will not only explore all the flaws of romance and the immensity of this dream world, but also the words, verses, and expressions capable of plunging your partner into an eternal and infinite sea of love. But it is impossible to climb even to the first floor and flood someone's heart with love if you do not rid yourself of basic, banal, and sometimes even venomous phrases that keep you on the ground floor of romance. This chapter, I call it the undressing. Basic and banal phrases to avoid. The idea is that you must henceforth banish from your vocabulary toward your partner phrases like, I am like this, that's all, a disguised way of saying, I will never change for you, it's not that bad, a phrase that minimizes the other's pain and kills listening. Don't worry. 2 syllables to avoid a real explanation. You wouldn't understand. An invisible barrier we erect between 2 hearts. We'll see. A vague promise that postpones love until tomorrow. I love you anyway. A declaration sabotaged by 1 word too many. You always react like that. A deadly generalization that reduces the other to their flaws. You tire me out. When love becomes a burden rather than a choice. Forget it. The silent burial of so many essential conversations. Is it good? Are you done? Contempt disguised as patience. Do what you want. Disguised as freedom. It often hides disengagement or resentment. You forgot again. Love does not flourish under the constant reminder of failures. You're too sensitive, a toxic way to deny the other's pain, instead of listening to it. It's not my job to do that. In love, there is no accounting of efforts, only giving. You should be grateful. When giving becomes a currency of emotional blackmail, it is no longer love. And of course, I love you is a bit too basic and redundant. If you find useful what I teach you here, I invite you to subscribe. Now, let's move on to the first floor, adjectives. Here, all you have to do is slip powerful adjectives, adverbs, and words into your normal, everyday sentences. For example, instead of saying I love you, BB, you wake up in the morning and say to your partner, my love for you is infinite. BB, you already see the difference. Here are some I find very powerful to send a wave of love to your partner. Inexhaustible, unfathomable, passionate, feverish, exhilarating, intoxicating, tender, unconditional, devouring, dazzling, bewitching, untamable, immeasurable, crushing, infinite, unbridled, consuming, obsessive, inextinguishable, transcendent, irresistible, insatiable, impetuous. For example, saying, my love for you is incommensurable means that this love is so great, it cannot be measured. Inexhaustible suggests that love never runs out, no matter how much time passes, while indicates a depth that cannot be fully understood or explored. Apart from adjectives, you can also draw on verbs and metaphors. Here are some verbs that place you on the 2nd and 3rd floors. If you combine them with adjectives like the ones I just gave you, we have verbs like cherish, I cherish you more than anything. Embrace, I want to embrace you and never let you go. Fall in love, I fell in love with you from the first day. Long, I long for you every night. Be moved, I am moved by your love. Consume, I am consumed with love for you. Flourish, our love flourishes day by day. Endure, I know our love will endure. You have understood the concept. Without wasting too much time, we will discover what the 4th and 5th floors hide. There you will find metaphors like the sun of my life, the person who illuminates our existence. Example, you are the sun of my life. Without you, everything is dark. The cherry on the cake, the perfect final touch in our life. Example, you are the cherry on the cake of my life, being the reason for my happiness, the main source of our joy. Example, you are the reason for my happiness. Every day spent with you is a gift, and hundreds of others, you have understood how to do it. Now, I believe you are capable of moving on to the 6th and 7th floors, but I advise you to use the elements you find there with caution, and be sincere when you use them. Hyperboles. What happens here is that it is no longer a wave that you send, but a flood that sweeps over your partner all at once. The idea is to take your partner to the moon. Here are 2 or 3 examples. I love you to the moon and back. I love you more than anything in the world. A love so strong, it becomes irrational. I love you to the point of madness. To these phrases, you can add little love names that your lover likes very much, and sometimes do not hesitate to vary them. I take this opportunity to ask you to say, in the comments, the love names you use most for your partner, so we can discover together the most used ones in the world. Now, let's move on to the last floor, the one that will give you the ability to plunge and bathe your lover in an infinite ocean of love. These are expressions 1,000 times more powerful than I love you. I will always be there by your side. Try using these instead of saying, I love you. I see you for the first time. I will always be there by your side. When you say this to someone you love, it is not just a simple I love you that is found there, but also an hour, 15 days. And if your actions are also aligned with these words, the person will automatically feel honored and well accompanied. But I also want to tell you that words are not only dedicated to these phrases, but the important thing is to show gestures as well. I support you no matter what. The second phrase you can use instead of saying I love you is I support you no matter what. So it is a very, very, very powerful phrase. This seemingly innocuous phrase is so reassuring. It proves that your love is unconditional for this person, and this person will know that in their important decisions, dreams, and hopes, you will always be there. Yes, always there to support them, to help them in difficult times. And we know well that we all need support. So, do not hesitate to say this to the person you love very much. This person who pleases your heart, I need you by my side. The third, still very powerful phrase you can use, instead of saying a simple I love you, is I need you by my side. And to make this phrase even stronger and more powerful, you can say I need you by my side forever. We know well that all the things we did alone do not have the same taste. That is why God created Eve by Adam's side. For example, outings, trips, walks. These moments are so rich, so important when we live them with our partner. They often leave beautiful memories, unforgettable memories. Stay as you are. The fourth phrase you can use in your conversation with this person is stay as you are. Don't change. True love is accepting the person with all they have, with their qualities, flaws, and there is no perfect person. That is why we must accept the person if we truly love them as they are. And together, over time, we can try to improve certain things. I trust you with my eyes closed. The last phrase I have for you in this video is I trust you with my eyes closed. It is still a very, very, very powerful phrase because the basis of any relationship is trust. So, if there is no trust, this relationship will not last long. So, starting today, do not hesitate to apply these little phrases and everything I have taught you in your conversations with your partner, your husband, your wife, your love, with a person you love so much. I love you. See you soon.